Well, hello there and welcome back to this F1 2017 Sauber Career Mode. We're at round 3 at the Sakhir circuit in Bahrain. My first circuit on this calendar that's got a track that I really like. I've always gone quite well here. And the practice sessions have been okay on the fringes of the top 10 as usual. Before we talk about R&D and engine parts and everything else as well, we'll quickly listen to the voicemail to see our qualifying objective. Qualify in 8th and beat Magnussen 8th is going to be a bit of a struggle. So yeah, the R&D then, the little bit I've done here, as you can see to the left hand side, this one here has come in, thank God for that. So we're now the 4th best team on the powertrain, and we are the only team to continue developing the car after the pre-season. No other teams have done anything yet, so we are now got a bit of a gap between ourselves and Renault overall. That now leaves 2 majors and a minor to do, and we know this is a guaranteed major as well. We could already afford it as well, but I'm hoping to possibly get this one done after this race. 900, we'd need 314 resource points. It's going to be a bit of a struggle, but I think we might be able to just do it. But we are now very close to getting the aero done. As you can see there on the right hand side, we are now starting to creep away from Renault, and there, as I said, no other teams have done any upgrades yet. It's just us slowly motoring away. So it'd be nice if we can catch Force India before the end of the season, but I think it's going to be into season 5 where we'll start to make some good inroads in both Force India and Red Bull, and then Mercedes and Ferrari are only just up the road as well. As for the power units, 41% is the highest on the ICE, everything else is in the 30s and the 20s. The gearbox now coming into the 3rd qualifying and race weekend is already at 27%. So after this race, all of these will be switched out for power unit number 2 for the racing and qualifying, and we'll stick with units number 1 for the practice session. So we'll go to qualifying then. I'm expecting to get through to Q1. I'm very tempted to just go for it in qualifying and start the race on the super soft tyres and maybe go super soft, or maybe even super soft if possible. The one stop is doable. I did it last season and got some good points for it, but I think we're probably going to go for an aggressive 2-stop here and try to carve our way through the field as best as we can. So we'll go to qualifying then. I'm not expecting too many surprises in Q1, but I think maybe Q2 we'll see where our qualifying ends. But of course I want to get inside the top 10 if possible, so we'll give it a go and see what happens. So there we go then, we've successfully made it through the Q1 session. Soft tyres as well, we're going to go for it. We're going to go for the 2-stop strategy here because we've done 10th quickest time on the soft tyres, so I'm very confident we can get through into Q3. Hamilton and Verstappen as well have used the soft tyres, so they're pretty much locked into the 2-stop as well. Everyone else will have to wait and see what happens in Q2. But Raikkonen's the fastest with a 29.5, 2 tenths quicker than Bottas, Vettel 3rd, Ricciardo 4th, and Hamilton on them softs in 5th place. Good lap, I did 2. Second one was about 3 tenths off, as you would imagine, with the high tyre wear weight. But very happy with the 10th time overall. The bottom 5 relegated then. Massa, unfortunately, look, he set the exact same time as Grosjean, but obviously Grosjean did his first, so it's Massa that's being eliminated in 16th. Hats off to Pascal Wehrlein, 17th place. Maybe now we're starting to see Wehrlein creep up the order a little bit, because this car is now the 5th best by quite a distance, and we need him to start chipping away at hopefully getting through to Q2. 18th is Palmer, 19th Stroll, and 20th again is Stoffel Van Dorn. So we'll move forward to Q2 then. Hopefully we'll be able to get through to the top 10 shootout fairly comfortably. We've got 3 sets of super soft tyres to use up if we want to, so we're going to go for it and hopefully get through to the top 10. So there we go then, we've successfully made it through to Q3. Nice little lap in the end, but I could have probably found an extra few tenths in there as well. I think we did a low 31 on the softs and a high 30 on the supers, but it doesn't matter. Both Mercedes, both Red Bulls, both Ferraris, both Force Indias, Hulkenberg and ourselves will go into Q3, which means eliminated Kvyat in 11th place, Alonso 12th, Magnussen 13th, Sainz 14th and Grosjean in 15th place. So we've got 2 sets of supers to use in Q3. I looked after this set as well. I think 6% it was at the end of my qualifying lap, so hopefully we'll be able to go to about lap 7 or 8 with these in the race. So we've got nothing to lose and everything to gain in Q3. We're going to go for it, but I think 9th place is probably where we'll be starting. So there we are then, 9th place in Q3, did 2 time laps. Both of them were a little scrappy, but we were still nearly 5 tenths off of Ricciardo. I don't think we would have been able to do it. So Vettel will start from pole, just ahead of Hamilton. Bottas, Raikkonen, the 2 Finns line up on row 2. Then Perez, Verstappen, Ocon, Ricciardo. We did out-qualify Hulkenberg by 3 tenths of a second, so that's always nice. But we've missed our objective of qualifying in 8th place, but still 9th on a set of super softs to do the 2-stop round Bahrain. Should be a fun and entertaining opening laps. So the resource points for qualifying, let's hope this is going to be No, it's 85. No, yeah, result versus car performance, expected position 10th. We only overachieved by 1. We should have been a bit higher. Still, 85 is nice, up to 691. The rivalry, we would have out qualified Magnussen, so that's now 17 to 10. The reputation level is pretty much at the maximum for 4 teams. Down a little bit on the session goal, but we did out qualify Verline. So we'll listen to the voicemail then for the race. Let's hope this is a bit achievable and it's not something silly like 5th or 6th place. 8th. I think it is achievable, but we'll be doing the 2-stop then, so not much else to look at then. We're going to keep using the same units, so we'll go to the grid and we'll have a look to see what the grid order is, see if anyone's got any penalties, and then have a look at our race strategy.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Raikkonen, Sergio Perez, and Verstappen, Ocon, Ricciardo, Sauber, and Nico Hülkenberg, Fiat, Alonso, Kevin Magnussen, and Sainz, Grosjean, Massa, Pascal Wehrlein, and Jolyon Palmer. Stroll and Stoffel Van Dorn completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So no grid penalties for anyone. We start in 9th place. Supers, mediums is the strategy that is being offered to us. Oh my god, a bit under fueled there. We'll bump this up. I think we'll go for 2 extra laps of fuel. There we go. So supers, mediums I think is... I'm tempted to do supers... Oh, can I do supers? No, we're going to stick to the 2-stop, aren't we? Yeah, because we are locked into this. Supers, mediums, fine, but I might go supers, mediums, supers, depending on where we are on track at the time. 7 laps and then a 9, and then that'll leave us 13 on the medium. So you never know. If I can stretch out a little bit, I might be able to go super soft. Let's have a look. The mandatory tyre are soft and medium, so it is something we can do. Okay, we'll run with this strategy then. So we'll get the formation lap out of the way, and then get this race on the go. Lights coming on now for round 3 of season 4. Make a few positions up at the start if we can. Lights go out now. Not the worst start in the world, but Hülkenberg's going to get the jump in the straight away with Mr. Gear as well. That's going to drop us back a little bit. This is a poor start by our standards. Oh, Hülkenberg bouncing across the curb there, and that's forced us into the path of one of the Red Bulls. Oh, and nearly again. We've managed to recover well into 8th. At the inside of Ocon. Oh, nearly a bit. Oh, bloody hell, Perez is dancing around a little bit. Up to 7th place then, so overall it's actually turned into a decent start. Make that P6 now. Let's try and catch up to this top 5 and try to stay with them. So completing lap 1, we're still in 5th place, but Perez is behind us and he's going to try something. He is. A little bit of a squeeze. And we hold him off for now. So into lap 4 then. Verstappen can't stay with the top 4 and we're getting DRS off him. Unfortunately, we're getting DRS as well off of Perez, who's thinking about a move. So there's a nice little battle here for 5th, 6th and 7th so far. So one of the guys in the top 4 is already in the pits. It's Hamilton. We've got DRS off the back of Verstappen, but here comes Perez as well. It's going to be 3 wide. And we seal off Perez and get past Verstappen. So nice little move there. Up to P4 then. Into lap 6, we're going to have to defend again from Perez. It's going to be a race-long battle, I think, with him. So all the front runners are now in the pits. No, the ones that went as far as possible. We're now in the lead. Into lap 8. And as we outbrake ourselves for turn 1. Tyres don't feel that bad actually. 53% isn't too bad after 7 and a bit laps. on the super soft tyres around here, so I might pit at either the end of this lap or lap 9, but I think we've got a possibility of maybe going super and then soft tyre rather than the mediums, which will make us a bit quicker towards the end. So we're just going to play it by ear for now and go on to the super soft tyres in a couple of laps, but I think we might be able to change our strategy for the better here. Ooh, look at this, the safety car's come out because Kvyat has retired, which is going to help us because we're going to pit at the end of this lap. So this is going to be an opportunity here to maybe get a bit of a leap on some of these people. Change strategy, yes, we're going to pit now for the super soft tyres. So we were joined in 4th place behind Perez ahead of Ricciardo. Hamilton and someone else has also made a second pit stop as well. This now basically puts us onto a super soft strategy. And with a few other drivers behind us pitting as well, they won't be able to get to the end either. So this is now sort of throwing this race a little wide open here. Everyone's going to have to pit again. So we'll follow the safety car around for a few laps and see what's what once we go green again. Green flag racing. And we see off Perez. Let's try and stick with these Ferraris now. Everyone's still got to make another pit stop. So it's just come around then to start lap 15. Jeff has already offered an alternate strategy, which is pit at the end of lap 16 for the set of soft tyres, which will be 13 laps in them, and I know I can do that. The Ferrari's up ahead battling, and I'm sort of staying within 2 seconds of them. We've dropped Perez and everyone else behind us, but I think possibly I can take these supers to the end of 17 or maybe even lap 18, which will mean that we can get more life out of the soft tyres. So we're in a good position here. So then coming into lap 17, Vettel is in the pits for the second time, and we're starting to close the gap a little bit to Raikkonen. We're now within DRS range. We'll probably pit at the end of this lap for I think 11 laps it will be onto the soft tyres, which will be very comfortable for us. We've still got plenty of fuel as well to burn through. So I don't know if I'm going to be brave or stupid, but I'm going to try and push these supers as far as possible. Raikkonen is now in the pits, which means we take the lead of the race for the second time. And it's all about trying to build gaps over the cars behind. So we're going to come into the pits now then. 11 laps then on the soft tyres. It'll be interesting to see where we rejoin. Right, here we go. Could potentially be second place here. Oh, the Ferraris have just managed to squeeze past. Oh, but then they lock up going into turn 1. They're both on the medium tyres here, and Bottas in the lead will definitely have to stop again. Oh, bit of contact there with Vettel. It's crucial to try and get past Raikkonen. So into lap 20 then, Raikkonen ahead, Vettel behind, Bottas is in the pits. So I'm going to push like anything now and try to close this gap to Raikkonen because this is now a battle for the lead. At the final corner then, we're going to get DRS as well, and our top end speed is good. So we're going to, I think, take the lead of the race here. Flying past into the lead, can we hold on? So into lap 25 then, 5 to go then. And I'm running Rich Mix in sector 3 to try and defend down into turn 1. Again, they're not going to be close enough to try and move this time. The laps are falling down now. Oh, 2 laps to go. What a time for Jeff to tell me that the engine wear is showing signs of problems, which means we might be down on power a little bit. Into lap 28, and Raikkonen is as close as it's ever been. I might have to defend going in. I'm going to have to defend going into turn 1 here. Squeezing wide. Oh, look at that. They've been held up a little bit. We've got a bit of a break on here. So for the last 5 or 6 laps, I've had to defend from Raikkonen. Now coming into the last lap, I'm going to have to defend from Vettel. He might have DRS, but he's not going to be close enough to try and move into turn 1. So we've got to keep an eye on the fuel and not make any mistakes. Just got to keep pushing if we can. We're running low on fuel. It'd be nice to get our second win. And our first one of this season at only round 3 as well. I didn't think we'd be an opportunity to win a race this early in the season, but I'll take it. We've just got a couple of corners to go now. We've got to defend from Vettel. Oh, car is sliding into Rich Mix. Oh, am I going to have to defend into the final corner? Please don't say that. No, he's not going to try it unless he's mad. Get the braking nice, clip the apex, run the car a little wide. They're not going to do it. They're not going to get past. It's our second career win and our first at Bahrain.
Anthony, what do you think made the difference here? Well, they played the safety car to absolute perfection. Looks like they're on their way out to the podium now, and what a result this is, and what a popular one for the crowd as well. Great stuff to see the Sauber team on top here today.
So our second race win, and it's come so early into season 4 as well, round 3. Glad to get that one off the back, and now we can focus on more races as well. A little bit lucky I think with the safety car. A few drivers decided to pit under it as well, which meant they had to stop a third time. I think Hamilton and Bottas probably could have won this race if they didn't have to make 3 stops, but he defended well from the Ferrari. Same podium as the one in Mexico as well, with Vettel second, Raikkonen third. Perez, another strong race by him, he finishes in 4th, and then Hamilton with the 3 stops in 5th. Verstappen, Ocon, Bottas, Ricciardo and Sainz round out the top 10. Outside the points, Magnussen in 11th, followed by Hülkenberg, Alonso, Grosjean in 14th, and Palmer, Massa, Verline 17th. He beats Van Dorn and Stroll, and Kvyat the only retirement of the race, and that one was the one that brought out the safety car. So we'll have a look at the standings then. We're up to 4th. We're only 12 points behind Vettel, so I think we're legit in a title battle here, but I don't think it will last all season. But Vettel leads by 5 points over Raikkonen, Hamilton in 3rd on 46. We're up to 4th then, 43 points. Best start we've ever had to the season so far, and we've pushed Perez, who's had another strong race as well, down to 5th on 39. In the Constructors then, Ferrari lead, almost double the points of what Mercedes have at the moment. Force India in 3rd, and we're up to 4th ahead of Red Bull. Renault in 6th place on 10. Toro Rosso 7th, Haas, McLaren and Williams again yet to score. So the resource points in for the race, this should be the maximum 125, indeed it is, very nice. And the resource points for our first driver bonus as well, probably a nice healthy man, another 59 takes us up to 875. Driveway update, 5 ticks compared to Magnussen's 2. We've won the race, we got on the podium, penalty free, fastest lap. So 22 to 12 now, we should be able to see this rivalry off. And the 5 remaining teams yet at 100%, they would have all jumped up very nicely indeed. I'm very happy that my reputation has risen after that race. And then finally the career score at Bahrain, this will probably be well into the 10,000 mark. Indeed it is, 10,582. We don't have a classic car event again. Never mind, we will have one eventually. Trophy earned, you finished 1st in the Bahrain Grand Prix. A trophy has been added to your collection. There it is, a 5th, a 6th and now a race win. So a very, very good start to the season. We had 2 podiums in Season 3, 2 in Season 2 and 1 in Season 1, so hopefully we can get at least 3 podiums this season, but a great place to kick it off with. 3rd race of the season and our first win. So we'll have a look at the vehicle management. Yeah, all this is starting to be a little bit troublesome now. Gearbox already up to 34%. So let's have a look at some upgrades then. We've got 875. Have we got enough to get this major one done? No, we need 900. Okay, no problem then. What we'll do then, we'll get this other little minor one done then. Oh, what one was it? Sorry, I didn't even look. It's pistons. Redesigned pistons result in less engine friction and more finely tuned to combustion, thereby increasing power. So hopefully if that one comes in, we'll have just the 2 major developments left to go. Leaves us with 275 resource points. So if it doesn't come in, we will have enough next time out to get that done as well. And you can see there, it will just creep us away from Renault just again a little bit. So yeah, very happy with this race. It's lovely to get our second career win and our first one of this season at round 3. Now we can focus on getting some more wins and some podiums as the season goes on. Russia up next, a track I do like. Then Spain, a track I really do like. And then we've got the glitz and glamour of the street circuit at Monaco, and that's always an opportunity to get a decent result as well if we manage to keep it clean. So yeah, very happy with the race. Got a little bit lucky with the safety car, but we made the strategy work. Looked after the tyres, which enabled me to do supers, and then onto the soft tyres. Got past Raikkonen after my second pit stop, and then defended well when it mattered towards the end of the race. So thank you very much for watching this episode. I hope you're as happy as me at picking up my second race win, and I'll see you all very soon.